Hello. Hi guys. Eyup cock. Today we are going to do a watch along of Middlesbrough and West Brom. Big game. Big old game at top in the championship. Middlesbrough top at league. West Brom currently I believe fourth, but I will check. I should have probably done this before I started. But they're definitely in playoffs at the minute. West Brom are fifth. So West Brom are 3 wins, a draw and a loss, and Middlesbrough are yet to lose. They are one of 3 teams not to have lost a game yet. Them, Bristol City and Coventry haven't lost a game. But yeah, this is my first time watching both of these two fully, for full 90. So I'm actually excited for this. I am excited. Oh, anybody want to ask any burning questions? Well, West Brom put a weakened team out. Well, we'll look at it in a bit. We will look at it in a minute. In fact, we can do it now if you want. We can do it now. Let's get it up. How is everybody, by the way? How are we? How are we, la? Let me just mute that. Right. Fully don't know. You just wait a minute and I will tell you, brother. You just wait a minute and I will tell you. In fact, let me get this up right now. Oh, I've not pressed the live button. Hold on. One sec. There's some comments coming through, so I just want to get them up. One sec, guys. Right. Hold on. Let me just pull this message up. Right. Let's address this right now. Okay, let's just address this. First off, anybody who has got a problem with this, I would like to know why the problem was not taken up previously when I am promoting Match Bingo, for example, who I am on with tonight, and who, if you use the link at the top of the description and you deposit £5 and you get £10 worth of free bears. So, if anybody has a problem with this one, they should truly have a problem with everyone. Secondly, my moral compass does exist. It does exist, but I gamble. I'm going to promote gambling if the opportunity arises. Also, you can't actually use RainBet in this country. Just another valid point. But my moral compass is somewhere in the realms of I'll promote things that I actually do, but will I laugh at people dying? No. Anything else in this world? Will I promote the use of drugs? Well, no. I'll promote things that I personally do. End of. And also, just another quick one. Anybody that you know that has been offered this deal is taking it. Everybody is taking it because it is stupid. It is truly stupid money. We're gonna do a giveaway today of FIFA, right? I'm gonna do a giveaway at halftime. Whoever wins the quiz or finishes in top 3, whatever, I will do a giveaway of FIFA. So the money they're offering, I'm not being funny. If someone has been offered the deal, bearing in mind they're all structured, depending on like how many followers that you've got, whoever is turning this deal down is already absolutely minted. Absolutely disgustingly rich if they are turning down these lads. They have literally got about 10,000 accounts that are doing this stuff. The further it goes on, more people will be doing it until it gets banned. End of. Right? Do I regret it? Absolutely not, baby, because the money that this brings in means that we can enhance the content that we put out and I can give back to the people. Right? So, everybody can eat my ass. Callum, I think it will be a better use of time to promote drugs instead of gambling. Well, maybe. But like I said, right, like I said, I only promote things that I actually do. So, promoting bag would not fall into those realms. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's that. Let's go and have a look at the team, shall we? So, Middlesbrough first. I'm not going to say how much it is, but it's just crazy. Right, so Middlesbrough, and it's effectively every day. It's wild. To be fair, I have been laughing at some of the ones that I've seen. Because in the quotes, you get people giving you like genuine stick that if they got offered it, they'd do it immediately. But then there's a lot of people like I saw some funny meme things. Why am I sounding like an old man? A meme thing. Jesus Christ. I've seen some compilations of that, and it's like Spider-Man. I don't know. There's just some stupid shit going on. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Right. Genuine question: does Match Bingo have a problem with you promoting RainBet? No. because I promote on different sites, so there's a clear cut-off in terms of the things that are done. I don't promote Rainbet on here. I don't promote Match Bingo anywhere else. So why don't you promote Judge? Because I don't do them. You're one of the good ones, Callums. I've been betrayed. But I'll tell you what, if you win the halftime quiz and you win FIFA, you will be thanking Rainbet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's look at the Middlesbrough team. So, he's benched Whittaker. We can go back to this if you want in a minute, but I just want to talk about the teams first. He's benched Whittaker, which is brave, but I also think it's quite a good thing to keep him out of limelight when the amount of stuff that were kicking off for him last week. They obviously drew at Preston, didn't they? Anyway, I can't remember if he got booed off or cheered off, but he didn't have a good game, particularly by his own standards. Come off. And then he was getting like jeered off effectively. So Rob Edwards has not started him. I think that's quite a good decision because then when you actually bring him on, inevitably, like they'll bring him on at probably 60, 70 minutes, something like that, and he'll probably get like biggest cheer at day. So I think that's a good decision personally. It's an alright team, but you know what? Looking at this, I'm so surprised he's a top at league. I know I keep saying it, and I didn't think they would be here, but how is that 11 top of this division? I just don't understand. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, let's have a look at the West Bromwich Albion team. I don't know if this is true because I went on West Brom's Twitter because I was quite confused by this team. I went on West Brom's Twitter and I don't know if they're playing a 5 at back. But I don't know how that would work either. That Diakite, you know, that 17 that's on left wing for him. I think he's a bit of a defensive midfielder, I think. I've not watched him yet. But I don't know why he's there on this. I feel like it is a 5 back, maybe. If that Campbell plays like fairly central off right. But we won't know. Until it starts, we won't know. But I feel like West Brom, looking at it, are coming for a draw with the amount of defensive-minded people that they have got on pitch. That Naipan's a baller. To be fair, I've only seen the highlights of people so far. So I'm not got a lot to go off at the minute. Can I have it back instead of FIFA? Okay, man. Whoo! Wallace right wing back. So it is a 5 back then. Diakite. Right. Cheers, Lee. Gunner. Diakite. Also, we're doing a watch on tomorrow, by the way. This better be a good game. Seriously, this better be a good game or I'm gonna get Monk on. Because when I were lining these up, you know, when I'm looking, I look through fixtures so far in advance now. Because as soon as they get announced so far before, you know, so people can buy the trains and all that shit, even though there's still put stupid ones on later on. When I look through and I'm looking at the fixtures and I'm thinking, that Friday night, that's a decent game, I'll do a watch along. If there's any AF12 Saturdays that really stand out, or a Sunday 12 o'clocker, for example, or maybe a Monday or midweek, just anything, if there's really good games that are on at a certain time or day, then I'm looking at them, I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to do that. But this is either going to be absolute cinema or dog shit. There's going to be no in between. This is either going to be like a 3-2 or a 0-0. I'll tell you, this is going to be something. I just hope it don't fail me. I really hope it don't fail me. Also, a big thank you as always to OK Jersey, which is where I got this one from. Exactly, Max. I don't know why it's got that there. Yeah, thank you to OK Jersey. As always, there's a link at the top of the description, and Match Bingo, the 2 sponsors of this channel. Thank you very much. Joseph, I am so happy for Carl. He's a town legend, the bad becoming a celebrity. Okay. Okay, Joseph. Well, thank you, but okay. Okay, man. You're going 2-1 Borough win. What? You're both going to... Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me do a poll here, because I'm curious to see what people think. We'll do a poll. Winner. Borough. Draw. Baggy. Start poll. I want to know what people think of this because it's quite an hard game. I think. They've got a wicked badge, man. They've got a wicked badge. It is a top. That's seriously, they are good quality as well. And I won't just say it for laugh. They are top draw. Honestly, they are good. The retro ones. I've only got retro ones. I've got some like AC Milan ones down there that I haven't worn yet, or Real Madrid one and stuff like that. I've not had any of the new ones because I don't want to promote that. But for replicas, wow, they are serious. They are good. Ailing against Hegerboy's brave. Yeah, but if he's up top on himself, like if Hegerboy's up top, like if that Diakite, right, the way I'd see this, if that Diakite isn't a winger, which I didn't think he were anyway, and someone else just said that he's not. I think he's like a defensive-minded midfielder. But if he is, Malumbi's not exactly most threat going forward. Moat can chip in with it, but he dictates play more than anything. And if Wallace is right wing back, the only goal threats that West Brom have got are Price, Inten, and Hegebo. So if Middlesbrough are playing a 3 at back here, I don't really see West Brom posing loads and loads of threat. Really? I don't know. I just hope it's a good game. Les, if Mars ever got to Prem, laughing emoji. We have been there before. Would you pack Championship and League One stuff in? No chance. I would still probably watch more Championship and League One than Premier League. As a combination. Like per capita, the amount of Championship games, the amount of EFL games that are on compared to Premier League, I watch so much more EFL than I do Prem. So much more. I don't think that'd change. Because a lot of Prem, I think, is just so easy to tell what's going to happen. A lot of time. Like, you know where a lot of teams are finishing before a ball's kicked. No one's got a clue with this division. I did the first 5 games prediction, if anybody remembers, the YouTube video that I did. Predicted the first 5 games, all results. I said Middlesbrough would be last. And the top of division. Anything could happen in this league. And I just think that's what it's so good for. Personally. What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Les? You know what I'm saying, Leslie? Lezo. Hold on, I need to get my scoreboard up. Bosh. Fully don't know. I could see that. I know. What would you sacrifice to see Barnsley have 1 season in Premier League? What, in my life? Yeah, exactly. No, I said Ipswich actually, but I said Birmingham would be up there. It's just such a hard league to call. I don't like saying stuff like that because I'm scared it'll happen. All I want, I think am I being quite greedy here? Probably not, because I'm seeing Bournemouth and Brighton and Brentford just like living it up in Premier League. All I want is one like 8th decent cup run. Like we got to semi-finals when I were 8 at FA Cup because we bet Liverpool and Chelsea, but I weren't conscious, so I can't remember. I want one serious run, like a final of a cup. Just one. That's all I want. Just one. And I want 1 season around Europe. 1 season around Europe. A season around Europe. A season around Europe. At least 1 going Premier League. And an FA Cup final. That's all I want. I've probably got like... I'd hope I get like at least another 60 years. I'm hoping I can get into my mid-80s. Bloody hell. I've only got 60 years left. Surely 60 individual seasons. At least 1 has got to be good. At least 1. That's all I want. I'm not asking to go and win Premier League. I don't want to go and... I don't want to do Leicester and win Prem. I don't even want to win FA Cup. I'm not saying something ridiculous like that. I just want to go far once and just let me go around to Kazakhstan and that with lads. With Barnsley boys. That's all I want. That's all I want. Brighton at home, Oak will be bouncing Tuesday, won't it? Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. It'd be hard to find a Barnsley fan that's not seen us play Brighton in league. And yes, it's a Premier League side, but it's one of the smallest ones, and we're going to get tonked. So I feel like the crowd's going to be arse, and I can sort of understand why at 20 quid a ticket. If it were one of northern sides that are I don't know, if it were Newcastle, even if it were like a Wolves or an Everton, then it would probably be close to selling out because we've not played them in a while. Them sort of teams. We played Brighton that season they went up. And it's just not like... It's a small team, realistically. And we're going to get annihilated. So it's one of them. Right, I'm going to close the poll and see what people are saying. Or mainly Borough wins, a draw and a baggy win. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. Looking at lineups, I am... probably more inclined to agree with leaning Middlesbrough way. If any, I'm probably leaning towards Middlesbrough. I do think it'll be a draw just with the way that these two are both playing. And I do think West Brom are a top side. I do. They're definitely struggling in certain areas, but I still think they're a good team. But that Middlesbrough team, it just does not strike fear into my heart. But with the... I don't know, if they're playing a 5 at West Brom, we can only tell once it kicks off, can't we? But I'd probably lean Middlesbrough if anybody's to win, which probably means that West Brom will win. God, I hope so, Joseph, mate. Just one day, that's all I want. Exactly, LPP. Oh, yeah, if it weren't at big, like, if it were only at big 6, it'd sell out immediately. Here we go. Are we ready? It's about to kick off. Middlesbrough versus West Brom. We are actually about to see the top of the league in action for the first time for 90 minutes. We are #off. Let me just make that bigger. I'm actually quite excited to watch this because I've not watched either of them in full yet. And especially at the start of the season when you're just trying to get a gauge on everything. I'm excited to watch anybody, really. Apart from Monday night, I was debating it. But Millwall-Watford is the most disgusting haramball I have ever in my life seen. That is going to be such a dog shit game. It's going to be awful. Early cross for West Brom, absolute classic. Oh, good save that. West Brom nearly scored straight away. I thought I did well to get that shot off from there. Newcastle fan here wanted to get Barnsley in Cup. I'd have liked it away at your place. I'll tell you what, though. The Brighton at home for us is literally the worst possible draw. It's the absolute worst. Because it's a Premier League team, so you think it's a good one. But it's a crap game, really. We're going to get hammered. And it's a small team that's going to hammer us and all. So it's just one of them ones. Oliver's great. It's great. Oh, good pressure, Middlesbrough. Decent chance here. Hackney's running on. Crap touch. Another crap touch from Price. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I can tell what game this is going to be already. Yeah, I agree, Phil. I don't know. I don't think there'll be a lot of quality on showing that. You got Burnley away. Yeah, that's a stinker. To be fair, the only time I've been to Burnley, Rink Cup. I love Mowat, you know. Jack Wallace is offside. That's shocking. The ones that I wanted, if I weren't going to get like you want like 3 things, don't you? If you're a match going fan, there is 3 things that you're ticking off when a draw comes up. You either want a top side away. I think that's everybody's ideal situation. If he went to far left side there, it's a goal, by the way. I mean, it's a really good touch. Oh, it's a good block, actually. That's what it were. Good save and all, but good defending. Because I thought he got shot off, like, fairly uncontested. But he got a good block in there. Yeah, anyway. I think you either want a big 6er away. Well, I don't want to go to City, me. Because I've been anywhere. And City's a bit different because you know you're going to get hammered. So I don't want City, but any other, like, big 6ers away. That's your first immediate one that you want. Second, you just want a ground that you've not been to. Really, any ground at all that you'll take that you've not been to. And if not, then you want a shitter at home. You want one of the worst sides possible at home so that you can win, hopefully, and go through. And unfortunately, we have ticked off 0 of the 3 boxes. Probably the worst thing you could have is home against a really good Premier League side, the into big team. So, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford. They are the worst possible draws that you can have. And we got one. Absolutely fantastic. Cheers. Cheers, Carabao Cup. I hope FA Cup makes it up to me. And gives me some shit bag away. Liam, thank you very much, mate. 8 months. Bloody hell. Alright, Kel, 8 months of being a guat. You read PS Best 5 I ever spent. Season's greetings, my friend. Love and guidance. All the blessings to you and your loved ones. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate it a lot. 8 months. I think you are the longest serving member. What a boy. What a boy. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it a lot. Very kind of you. 8 months being a guat. What about a derby? I don't look for a Mint Cup because they never mean as much. Personally. You don't want a shit side at home. I think that's just... I mean, it's better than a lot of draws that you could get. Like another crapperman would be somebody like Derby away or Preston away. You know, they like fairly just... They're not most extravagant sides ever, are they? And they just definitely will beat you. And everybody's been there. Middlesbrough in here. If he can open his body. Oh, unlucky. Good effort. Honestly, unlucky. What the hell? Team Madra. Brother, thank you very much, my brother man. Member for 11 months. Oh my god. Dog, we get a free super chat question mark. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, dog. Team Madra, you know what? Actually, Joseph, you've been done. Or Liam even, sorry. Because I saw another message from Joseph. Liam, you have been done. You are not the longest serving member because Team Madra has been here for 11 months. That is literally probably the time I started streaming. You have been here since day dot. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Thank you, Team Madra. I appreciate it as always, my dear friend. What a boy. Kyle, you got passionate viewers. I actually have. I see a lot of same faces and names in here all the time, which is nice. Because this is comfortably best out by a mile in terms of, I know I don't like this works, it's just a bit weird. But like community, this is comfortably the best. There is never any ag in here ever. And honestly, if a video does well on YouTube, it's good. But if a tweet does well or a TikTok does well, it's almost exclusively a bad thing. Like, you're just going to get so much shit off back of it. You could literally say, tomorrow the sun will arise, and people will send you death threats over it. So, who even knows anymore? But this is the best place by a mile. So, I love you all. Thank you very much. Yes. Joseph, speaking of, thank you for the 5, my brother man. Can you stop talking about Coney? You might be the only man powerful enough to jinx that demon. No. No, I will not. Because I have been banging on about him since... Whenever the first time that we played Wickham were, because they weren't on Sky, I think the first time that I saw him were against us, and he was just an alien, or an absolute nutcase. So I could just tell then. And you can also tell, I think, when it's not a fluke, because someone might score like a few really good goals or something, but then the general link-up play is crap, the timing of the runs is crap, they just look slow, or the weak, or the shit in air. Coney was good at everything. His first touch, his passing, his dribbling, everything about him is just a nutcase. He's so talented. I am convinced he will definitely play in Premier League. Definitely. I could see it being like it might be an Oyster card job. He might go to Crystal Palace or Brentford. I'll tell you what, I could see Brentford. One of them sort of teams. But I think it'll be an Oyster card job. But no, I will not stop talking about him because he's an absolute freak. He's so good. You are very lucky, Joseph, that you'll get to see that man. I don't think you'll be seeing him for very long. But you get loads of brass off it. And also, with the QPR situation now, they've cleared off all the debt, haven't they? So, surely you must be minted or, like, coming into some proper money. Like, the sales that our academy makes. And now you've got him. My God. Thank you, Joseph, though. I do appreciate it a lot, but my answer is no. Kiss. It might be there, Nate is your mate. He might be there. Wagwan, John around. Will, my man. Kiss. Also, just a quick one, guys. Went to look at the house yesterday. There's no way, Mark. I can't even come tomorrow to see you as well. Thank you, Mark. Kiss. I'll give you an actual real life kiss when I next see you. Cheers, my friend. But yeah, once we went to look at his house yesterday for the second time. We've already bought it. Everything's done. We're literally waiting on the enquiries to be raised because I didn't even know the full process of how it worked. But yeah, we're waiting on some stuff to come back because in Barnsley, a lot of the enquiries that solicitors will raise. Middlesbrough, he's tried buying that. I'd have him booked. Oh, he's not done anything. I want to see a replay of that, but Middlesbrough could have potentially had a pen. See, isn't it good though, this? You know, in a proper league, there's not going to be some bullshit for 20 minutes after looking at 15 different replays. It's like, he's not giving it, all right, get on with it. You know what I mean? Get on with it. That's it. Who cares? I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes. I just want to see a replay before I talk about that. I guess alt ball. It's good defending. Get salt ball. Yeah. So normally the inquiries that are raised in Barnsley are like mining related. So is the house or something built on a pit, or is there something along them lines? Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of that shit, but it weren't one. I don't believe. I'm sure it weren't that area that we bought his house in. So it should all come back soon. The people that we bought us out of stuff said that they're done in a couple of weeks, so we're not a million miles behind. So should hopefully be like, I would say 6 weeks until I'm in a new place. That's what I would say. 6 weeks, and then hopefully it won't take long to get all cameras and everything be ready, and it'll just look wicked. Wow, grown up. Jonathan, thank you for the 2, my brother. When we're getting the Blue Kit sponsorship, pal, I should send him an email, shouldn't I, really? Because I paid like £60 up front for a year. I couldn't believe it. I'm trying to explain that to my accountant word summit. Yeah, I've actually spent 60 Great British pounds on a quiz membership for a year. Bloody hell. But thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it very much. Kiss. Thank you very much. Josie, thank you for the 5 again, my brother. Yeah, that's why we can spend end of fine plus as a 7.25 million sell. That's crazy. We actually have brass. Wage structure is so good. Only cherries on 20k plus a week. Exciting. I thought Poku were on more. I thought the way that you got Poku was because you offered more money than a lot of sides. Got some very good players in all. Like the front, well, the attacking options that y'all have got is mental. Also, in London specifically, I'm surprised that you've not got more boys 20k plus. I am very surprised with that. That's odd. It's even like Millwall and, you know, other traditionally smaller sides. I'm not saying QPR are one. They're not one of the big dogs, but still, point stands. Your attendances aren't like, you're not getting 25k plus in, and you're in London. So I'm very surprised that your wage structure is as good as it is, and that you perform as well as you do, and you're never in trouble of going down or out, and you've not had money for ages. Very well run side. Very well run side, your boys, Joseph. But thank you again for the 5. I appreciate it a lot. Mark, I've seen you, brother. Thank you for the 2. Reg will still look shit. How can you say that, by the way? Thank you for TV. I'll like I said, I'll see you soon, hopefully. How can you say that when you're a Wednesday man? How? Have some shame. Have some shame. Also, your attendance, you know, for biggest attendance shaggers in the world, Wednesday, their attendance were nearly less than 20,000 over there. Nearly. For one of the biggest teams in West. Can't get bigger than them. Bumming over attendances non-stop. Get a grip. But thank you for the television, Mark. Thank you very much, mate. I'll see you soon. Josie, thank you for 2 again. My brother, Poku, 18.5 first year, plus 20% wage rise second year. How do you know that? How do you actually know that? Still, that's mental. You know, on a free transfer for someone that's that good. Not half bad, mate. You've done good. Your club is run very well in it. I just find it strange that you've not been in a relegation battle for so long, despite not having brass. Gotta be offside. Gotta be offside. Is he not? Oh, here he is. I'm gonna say Moab for a very little dinker over the top there. But thank you, Joseph, again. My dear friend. Kiss. Thank you very much. I always just think, though. Oh, none of them are offside. That's a good ball. A bit of a shit call, that, from Lino. I don't think either of them are off. Yeah, I always think, right. Oh, imagine if we'd have just gone up that year that Wednesday bet us in final. Could you imagine? If we'd have just gone up that year, we'd have gone up with Anderson, Kitchen, Bob. We'd have bought Bobby Thomas. We'd have still had Connell and Phillips. Oh, God, we'd have definitely stayed up. And I just think we're so far behind now. So far behind. Oh, that summer after Championship playoffs, when we lost, that summer afterwards, that just set us back like 10 years. We had a really good core team. If we had a serious owner at time that had just put some money behind us for the first time ever, because I think we spent like £2.5 million or something season after getting Championship playoffs. It's just stupid. His attendances would have gone through the roof if we'd have spent some money. Oh, man. What a shame. What a shame. I've been subbed to you since that what division every team in England belongs in. That was my second video, at least that. And it's still the best performing one. I think it's on 250, something like that. Something crazy like that. It's weird to see man buns and yeah, it is. To be fair, I don't know if you're all, I'm assuming you will, proper streets waiting forget footballer, but Adam Hamill for us. When we went to, I think it was Wolves away that we won 4-0 on a Tuesday night. And it's there, he didn't have hair long enough to have it, but I think he just wanted one. And he had a tuft of hair like this big in centre of his head. He looked like a right dope, honestly. Middlesbrough have been alright here so far. Not a lot of quality, but they have been the marginally better side, I would say. Got more of a foot on ball. No, I believe you, Jody. There's a boycott. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Well, it's not a very good one because you sell like 3,000 there at Grimsby. Also, why are people boycotting when they've already bought season tickets? Surely the best boycott would have been to not buy a season ticket in the first place. When everybody knew what they were anyway. Middlesbrough playing some okay stuff here. But they just look... It looks like they're trying to play good stuff, Middlesbrough, but they're just getting it caught under the feet a little bit. It's just a little bit scrappy. Shut up, Phil, I didn't know. Oh, okay, to imagine. We'll get promoted this time. I agree. I agree. Honestly, I agree. Thoughts on Wednesday next season in League One? It depends if they get the points deduction or... I don't know how it'll work when they'll inevitably go into admin. Will that be next season or will it be this season? Well, they're going to go down this season regardless anyway. So ideal situation for me is everything gets postponed until next season. That's the ideal situation. I want the points deductions and admin, all that shit. I want that to come 1st of September 2026 when they're in League One. Because then it could be straight through bottom door. They could do the double. I don't want to see him go bust. I just want to see him in League Two. That's all I want in this world. Jonathan, thank you for the 2, my brother. Andy Dallas is actually class, so thanks for him. God, isn't the pyramid crazy? Honestly. Isn't the pyramid in this country so crazy? How anybody at any level could think Andy Dallas is class is ridiculous to me. Literally looked like somebody picked up off at street for us in the limited time that we saw him, and then he's class for you. That's just ridiculous. But thank you, Jonathan. I'm glad. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. That's the best way of saying it. But thank you for the 2, Jonathan. I appreciate it a lot. My friend. Top 2, Barnsley and Bradford, us to get bummed in playoffs. Cardiff do look good. You know what I would say about the start to this season so far? The sides that everybody looked in League One, that is, while we sat here watching Middlesbrough, West Brom. The thing that I would say about League One is that the teams that everybody truly expected to challenge for league, Luton, Huddersfield, maybe Bolton, Stockport, apart from Huddersfield, have all started horrendously. And we, who nobody took that serious, despite us being third a minute, we are so far in front points tally-wise already in front of a lot of them sides, and we don't look like slowing down. So, yes, a lot of the sides that are up at top have obviously got better points than us so far. Cardiff and Bradford. Then you've got like Stevenage and Donny and teams like that. But across a full season, you would not expect a lot of them teams, apart from maybe Cardiff and push Bradford, to be there. So while other teams sort of dropping points and like fiddling about a little bit too much and haven't really got the consistency across a full season, I think that we have, and we're already a good points tally in front of a lot of the bigger sides that everybody expected to be serious at the start. Is what I would say. A TV says you don't go up. Deal. So you've got to get us 2. I'm good, mate. How are you? How are you, Miles? The thing that I would say about League One, I'll tell you what, I'm doing a watch-along tomorrow, so I might have a completely different view on it at 3 o'clock after. But if we play like we are doing, we will score so many goals. Obviously, Reading, it was 3-2 against Reading, but that would I feel like it's made it look a lot closer than the game actually was. And I'm not bothered we're going up. You know what I mean? That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say to any of you. We are getting promoted, brother. Luke, thank you for the 2, my dear friend. What is our chances tomorrow home to Preston? I forgot who you even are, to be honest. Hold on. I rate the cups now. Home to Preston Derby. I think I went for a draw immediately on my. I do prediction videos every week, mate, on here, so there are videos there. But I think I went a 1-1, and I would stick with that if that is what I said. I think it'll just be a draw. That Derby look alright going forward, but the defense is just crap at the minute. But thank you for the 2, my dear friend. Kiss. And Ultra Mesa, thank you for the good membership, my brother. Enjoy the John. You haven't put a message, though, but I'll look out for it if you say anything. But thank you, mate. Cheers, boys. Luke and Ultra Mesa. Thank you. Kiss. Kisses. But will we score against Cardiff? Oh, Barnsley, definitely. I don't think it's a case of... Oh, my God, what a run. Oh, that is unlucky. I'll tell you what, it could have scored there. That is a really good run, that, from Middlesbrough 9. Conway, innit? I mean, the defending's crap. Who's that in middle? Is that Diakite? Bloody hell, it looks slack, him. Looks knackered. I want to see who it is. I want to see the name on the back of his shirt. What number is it? Oh, I can't see his number. Bloody hell. I think it's Diakite. It looks absolutely shattered for West Brom. That's such a good little ding, that, from Moat. Oh, I love Moat. He's so good. So good. Am I doing a watch along for Blackpool Barnsley? I am. I'll be live at 12:15 tomorrow. I think Wednesday will get something tomorrow at Portsmouth. I tell you what, I won't be that surprised. Wait, do I need to do my last man standing, Mark? Mark? Oh no, it's next week. Bloody hell. Quite literally shit my jogs. I thought I just pissed a fiver into win then. Goodness me. Goodness gracious. Jonathan, thank you for the 5 again. Brother man, don't get me wrong, if you give Dallas 5 chances, they'll miss 3, but he's R9 compared to every striker we had last season. Well, I guess it is Pop and Crisp League to the absolute max in it. That is not a professional football division. What he's playing in. So when he's playing plumbers and that, I think he would be decent. If you give him 5 chances, he'll miss 3. We didn't see a great deal of him. But it's just, you know, when you think, this is your chance to go and do something. Like, come on, this is truly a chance for him when he comes on off bench for us the odd time that he did before he started going out on loans. And he just didn't even run. I think you fucking hell, like, you might be worst footballer ever, but at least put your centre back. At least look interested, make some sort of effort. And he never did. And I feel like a lot of managers, well, every serious manager just wouldn't accept that. And that's why he's been out on loan so many times. Same as that Lapata who's gone to Bristol Rovers. Type shit. But thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate the 5 again. Very, very kind of you. Kiss. Good man. Good man. Wagwan General, as a West Ham fan, how good do you think we are this season? Since towards the end of last season, I've been watching to try and enjoy football again. For Prem, we suck. I think you'll be fine, mate. I think you'll be fine. Mainly because I feel like it's inevitable that you'll sack Potter. And I think losing tomorrow could honestly be a good thing, because I feel like you get rid of him then. You say that LPP, but, well, he never got a chance for us either, in fairness. But so many managers in a row haven't rated him for a reason. Like, why Darrell Clark brought him to York, he sent him out on loan from us. He didn't even look at him for Barnsley. He just thought, yeah, get rid of him, he's shit. And then he's brought him to you. I don't know. Good ball. But yeah, I think... Oh, that's an unlucky little flick, that. I do like that Price fella for West Brom. He always looks quite busy, doesn't he? You can see this quality with him. it's been, you know what, this game so far, it's had the odd microscopical bit of quality, but not a great deal. And there's part of me that's thinking this 0-0 that I said at the start is really on. And I'm quite upset if it is. Because I thought we'd broken this curse of Watchalong just being shit games. Because last season, my God, it couldn't have gone much worse, could it? But then the Ipswich one really gave me a new lease of life. Joseph, thank you again, my friend. Member for a month. Because you don't really watch our 90s, by the way, I feel like you miss how good Varane is. Genuinely believe his low-end Prem quality were rejected £30 million in Jan. Yeah, see, you are right. You are definitely right. This is the case with a lot of teams in loads of different divisions. Obviously, people in general have got a much better idea on Premier League teams and players because they're on telly all the time, so you're always seeing them. I have not watched one QPR game. I watched a bit of the Wrexham one. That's it. So it's hard to have a serious, proper opinion on teams and players so early into the season when you can't see them. It's difficult for that. But if you've rejected 13 million for someone that don't get a lot of plaudits anyway, he must be seriously very good. Very, very good. I think that's crazy money, me. I know you're saying euros, but probably about 10 million quid, 11 mil. That's a lot of brass, mate. That's a lot of money. It's crazy. Because there's a 6, it doesn't show up on highlights. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I feel like he's probably the same as Connell for us then. Because a lot of people don't really realise how good he is either. A lot of time because he doesn't chip in with goals and assists all the time, but his quality. Ailing, good knock. Oh my God, Middlesbrough are winning. Mate, are these gonna win league? Really? I can't believe how good they've started. It's 1-0 to Middlesbrough. It's from a long throw in. Ailing flicks it on, and I don't even know who that is. I can't see it properly. Who's just flicked it in. It's scrappy, but they've worked it well. Thank you, Joseph, again, mate. Long throws are actually back. I saw Mick McCarthy and Pulis on about this. Long throws are actually just back. He's done well. Ailing's done really good to get flick on there. And he wrestles off him easily, doesn't he? To be fair. Was it 13? I can't tell who it is from there. What the bloody hell's that? There's not even a 13 on pitch. What am I talking about? Who has got... Oh, Strelec. Who? Oh, he's up front. Bloody hell, it's striker. I'm looking for centre half. Like, who the fuck's that? I'm going to say... No wonder I couldn't find him. Jesus Christ. How are Middlesbrough... They're going to be, what, 5 wins and a draw in first 6? My God. My God. Crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. People don't know how to deal with chaos in box and scared of giving away pens. That's a good point. Oh, that's actually a really good point. That's giving me a good talking point, that one sec. That is a great point, what LGV has just said. Because if they're trying to crack down on grappling and stuff like that in box, especially from like a defender's point of view, just stopping goals and stopping players from getting off you, just effectively stopping grappling your man, which everybody does anyway. But people can't deal with that anyway. And I feel like a lot of teams struggle when you're just lumping it into box non-stop all the time anyway. If you are just pumping it into box consistently, something will drop for you. Something will stick, definitely. And I feel like a lot of teams are going to start going to, oh my God, that's really well. Oh, God, he's so slow. West Brom should have been in then. But especially with that rule coming in, I can see teams probably going back to it a little bit more, just pumping balls into box from set pieces. Like, I know everybody goes on about set piece coaches, and especially Arsenal's, and that is always at centre of attention. But one thing you always notice about Arsenal set pieces, they're never fanny about with it. The best by an absolute mile. They're never fanny about. There's never some short corner routine and then like 15 lads running around. They literally just lob it into box, and they've got a load of big fellas that get on end of it, and the mint at set pieces. I feel like that is what a lot of people just start going back to. Just get some big lads and lob them in box. Just keep pumping ball into box, and eventually something will go well for you. If you chuck enough shit at wall, something will definitely stick. The Pompey Southampton game were absolutely shit. Good point for Portsmouth, but it was such a crap game. Right, Jacob Brown, that's absolutely ridiculous. Kudus is the best player to ever step foot in the EFL. That is absolutely outrageous. I'll tell you, the best player, like, the best actual footballer is undoubtedly João Neves. What's his name? Chuffy Neves. Neves. What's his first name? Ruben. Sorry, why did I say João Neves? Isn't it PSG boy? Ruben Neves at Wolves, undoubtedly the best overall footballer. But Mitrovic is the best player, I guess you could say. The best at what he does by a mile. He got nearly a goal a game. He had like 43 goals in 44 games, something like that. Mitrovic is, by some distance, for what they actually do, the best ever. No one will ever get close to that points tally again. Not points tally, the goal tally of him. And now they didn't end up selling him in January. It just made no sense to me. He must have been on so much money. So much money. Oh, yeah, Les, if you're saying like that, the best footballer at any point in the career, it's Rooney. Yeah, I agree with that as well. But then didn't you have, like, didn't George Best play at Wrexham and some other, like, humongous players have played at shitholes as it's gone a little bit, just to prolong the career and keep it going? Aaron Moy, shut up, man. You know what used to piss me off, right? We Huddersfield fans talk about Aaron Moy. He was a very good footballer, don't get me wrong. But Urian at Barnsley at time were miles better than Moy. Absolutely miles better than him when he went to Villa. He was a good player, Moy, but Urian wiped floor with him. Bex at Preston, yeah. There's a lot of, yeah, if we're going that far, Miles has just said Billy Sharp. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I would say to people that say Billy Sharp? The best player in EFL is obviously someone that's going to be in Championship. And the best player in EFL would not be the top goal scorer for League One because they wouldn't be in League One. You know what I'm saying? Grealish, yeah, but obviously when we're talking about like Rooney's and that, different world, innit? Ben Mee. Ronaldo said he was best player in the world. Kudus is good. I'm surprised you got him on loan again, you know. I assume that they've got a option. I think it's an option if you get promoted. Aaron Moy won player of the year in EFL. I could not give a bollocks. I could not give one bollock. Could not care less. Urian, right, for a start, Urian lasted longer in Premier League as well. Just want to put that one out there. It were better in that season that Huddersfield went up. I would genuinely argue that Urian were better. You finished, you went up for playoffs, didn't you? We finished 14th for something like that. And in January, when he left Barnsley, from middle at part, he were, honestly, he used to sit and dictate play. We're not talking about someone who met late runs into box. Every goal were a screamer. And he had like 10 goals, 7 assists. And we got to January. He were a nut for Barnsley, who finished mid-table. He were an absolute nutter that season before he went to Villa. And that's when we had like Shelby and that in this division. And Urian wiped floor with him all. Telling you. That year, nobody got close to him. What's the stream schedule? I keep missing the streams. You know what, I need to do something like that. What I might start doing, on a Monday, I'll just put like, in fact, I think I did this over a week and then completely forgot to do it again. On a Monday, I will put it in the post thing on here and I'll put it on Twitter or something. So then it's like, okay, we know what crack is. Blah, blah, blah. I think that might be what we do from now on. So on Monday, I'll put what the stream schedule is for the week. Moy's not miles clear. Moy didn't make late runs into box. No, I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying the Urian goals and assists for Barnsley that year. You can't just look at it and think, oh, he's a midfielder that made late runs into box because he weren't. I'm saying Moy and Urian were very similar in terms of the midfielders that they actually were. And that's what it were. I'm going to look at his championship stats now. His average match rating before he left was 7.8. And in 25 games, he had 6 goals, 11 assists. Playing the same sort of football that Moy did. And Aaron Moy were a very good footballer. But no. That year, no. Let me look. What year is it this? 16, 17. Why is this even a debate at all? They are playing the same sort of football, the same sort of position. They're the same type of player, generally. In 48 games, Moy got 11 goal contributions. Hurian had 17 goal contributions in 25 games. Same position. Nah. And one were for Barnsley, who finished mid-table, and one got promoted. The level of player surrounding him was obviously a different level. I'm telling you, Moy's a good footballer. But the amount of goal contributions, the most important thing in this game that Urian were contributing to, is just, you can't compete. You cannot compare. That season, Urian, if he'd have stopped at Barnsley full year, it'd have been undoubtedly player of the year. Undoubtedly. Games not played on paper. I know, I watched Urian every single one of them games live. You know what I mean? And stats didn't get full picture to how good Urian even were. I'm just using it as a backup point. Urian played one season in Prem. He played 2. Or 1.5. But also Villa are a miles bigger side than Huddersfield are. So Villa are going to strengthen quicker. Urian has got no relegation for Premier League on his CV. I'm saying. Let me just check if Moy had a relegation for Premier League on his CV. Oh, he did. Oh, well, hold on. Someone just said that he had 4 seasons. No, he didn't. Moy had 2 seasons in Premier League. The first one he were good. The second one they got relegated. Urian in Premier League were better than what Moy were. And then his second season he didn't get relegated because Villa are just miles bigger than Huddersfield are, so spent more money. Aaron Moy had 2 seasons in the Premier League. What is everybody on about? Huddersfield got relegated the second year. Unless I'm going absolutely crazy here. Oh no, he went to Brighton, didn't he? Shit. You're right. You're actually right. He went to Brighton. Fucking. Fine, you've got me there. You've bloody got me there. You dogs. You dogs. And I'll tell you what, I'm not asked. How's this? How's this one for you? No, how's this one for you? I don't care. I don't care. Eye test. Urian will better. No, not bothered. Hold on. Stat test. Urian's better. Better looking. Gone on to be a better manager. Inevitably, it will get us promoted from this division and get us promoted to Premier League and then win every trophy possible with Barnsley. Better looking. Better stats. Better manager. Better footballer. Not asked. Not asked. Played for a bigger club. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've just turned my stream builder off. That's not very good. Oh, it's all gone off. Bloody hell. What's happened? Oh, it took it off me. Come on, man. Well, thank you, cfowler8. What a wicked name, bro. Oh, I don't know how you've got that picture, though. There's some strange people in this world. But thank you for the 80 pence, mate. Thanks. Well, Terry, you're saying that Wednesday should have signed Urian. But he said no to you. He said no. Know what I'm saying? He said no. Moy single-handedly kept Town up that first year. Urian were a half-decent championship player at best. A half-decent championship player does not go to Aston Villa for a start. They don't get, 17 goal contributions in half a season for Barnsley, and then they don't play consistently for one of the biggest teams in this country, Aston Villa in Premier League, consistently in the first year in Premier League. A half-decent championship footballer does not do that, personally. In my humble opinion. James, I'm on about Villa, mate. Come on. I'm saying. Thoughts on game, not watching right now. It's been very just look at it. Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot to write home about. There is not a lot to write home about so far. Bloody hell, looks like he's running in sludge, that fella. the biggest teams when they're absolutely onking. They got promoted that season from Championship. Same as what Moy did with Huddersfield. And then he played it Premier League consistently in his first season. Same as what Moy did with Huddersfield. But we ended it for a much bigger team in both situations. That are inevitably going to have more money and can strengthen faster. And another thing that I would say, they were both performing at a certain level at a certain time. They are both in the same position. They're both the same type of footballer. If Villa wanted Moy, regardless of league position, Villa would have gone and got Aaron Moy. Sorry, Mark. It's because I'm like, I were in my flow. Sorry, Mark. You think I've got a black eye? What? It's just the lighting. Thoughts on Duff is a good appointment for Wickham, that. You're not going to play the most exciting football ever, and if you start losing a game, then you've lost. But it's still it's an half-decent manager. He's a good manager for this league. You say that, Jacob, but I'd have thought that before the season started. Oh my God, look at the size of his eye. Bloody hell. No, they weren't in Championship. They were in Championship at the same time as you when you got promoted. Orion went to Villa in the January of 16-17. That is the literal season that Huddersfield got promoted. Huddersfield and Aston Villa were in the Championship at the same time. If Villa wanted Moy, Villa would have bought Moy. But instead, Villa wanted Urian because he was the better footballer and got him instead. Is my point. Where'd my conversation come out of? Because I said that Urian at the time when he went to Villa was best player in Championship by a mile, which he were. He literally every more or less every goal that we scored, the involvement came from a central midfielder. He were at the heart of absolutely everything we did. Everything. Could John Mousinho be a future England manager? We'll never say never, do you know what I mean? I doubt it. Do a halftime Sporkle quiz. We can't. We're doing a blue cat, and the winner wins a copy of FIFA if they want it. Done. LPP. Done. I had a German doner kebab last season when I went to Huddersfield away after the game. Because we missed his train. So I went for German doner kebab and get on Uber home instead because it's cheaper than train. Trains in this country, baby. Huddersfield to Barnsley. More expensive than 4 lads getting an Uber. What's point? What is the point? It's a right bag of shit. I've not been to Cardiff away, Ruben, but I will be going this season, even though it's on a Tuesday night. Oh, God. Fucking Tuesday night, man. Villa went up in 18-19. Yeah, I'm saying they got relegated initially, and they were in Championship in 16-17. Villa. Oh, they had 3 seasons in there. One were winning league in Scotland, one were playing in League One. It's chuffing Celtic. Come on. Come on. Bristol to Reading's £100. What's the point? This country's shit. Innit? Like, apart from people and football, what is the reason to stay here? What a shit country. £100 from Bristol to Reading. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, we went to Amsterdam, me and my mates. To be fair, we didn't pay for a train once, we just jibbed it every single day. But a train, like half an hour from centre of Amsterdam all the way out to outskirts, it'd be equivalent of going from like, I'd say Barnsley to Birmingham, one way, and it was literally like £4. How is it so expensive in this world, in this country? What a dump. What an absolute dump. Some blokes flying Glasgow to London via Barcelona because it was £20 cheaper. Exactly, it's just stupid, man. It's actually just stupid. Wrexham to Cardiff cost you £100. I don't know anymore. I don't know. 55 for Barnsley to Blackpool. Even that's wank. But if you're going from a town, they're always shit anyway. So what we do, we drive to Donny and then get a train from there because it's a, well, is it City Donny? I don't know, but they've got like a main line train station. Depending on where you're going, obviously. But if you're going to London, then you just go from Donny because it's straight through rather than going from Barnsley to Sheff, from Sheff to Donny, then from Donny down. It's just daft. I loved Netherlands, mate. Well, I loved Amsterdam when I went. Even £42 on a fan coach is just stupid. The furthest I've driven, only to London, I think. Me, personally. Yeah, but Marcus, like, one played for Huddersfield. Respectfully. I'm not bothered. I'm actually just not bothered. My original comment was at the time as well. Just want to bring it back to you. Obviously, later on in age, Aaron Moy was better than Urian was. But in that specific season, even though Huddersfield got promoted, Urian was better that season than Moy was. Urian, that season, was the best player in the division. It was comfortably the best football that he ever played, in the one that it left us halfway through. It was easily the best footballer in the league. Easily. Later on in life and later on in the careers, was Moy better than Urian? Yeah. Obviously, yeah. But, nah. Nah. Just nah. Yeah, but Mark, it's just expensive, innit? You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Chippy's like £15. Game's gone. Joe, you think what you want, buddy. But I'm telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you you're wrong. Knockout did not have a better season than... Alright, you know what? We'll go even further. Up until January, when he was at Barnsley, the bits that I saw of him every single week, he was the best footballer. I'll just keep taking it further and further back. Urian, before he went to Villa that season, was the best footballer in the division. Okay, Marcus, whatever, man. Honestly, I can't take someone like you. I can't take someone like you serious. No, Mikey, mate. You've not missed out, don't worry. Oh, he's went well back there. What the hell is that pass? My God. It wins ball back well off Moat and then just launches it out of play for Freud. Half time. 0-0. Right. Boys, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Hold on, let me get that in center of screen again. Blue Cat. Boys, it is time. So, hold on a minute, let me get this show. Can't remember which one it is anymore. Yo! Right, we're doing Blue Cat. Oh, for God's sake. Hold on. Oh my God. 1 minute, guys. Everybody load Blue Cat up a minute. Everybody load Blue Cat up. Everybody load Blue Cat up. Right now. Because the winner of this quiz, I will buy FIFA for you. Sorry, I don't know why I struggled so much to say that then. What's happening here? Hold on. 1 sec, guys. Just got a light. Don't mean. Right. The code is 474570. 474570. Now, I will say it once more. If you win this quiz, I will buy you FIFA. Okay, we're doing a giveaway of the newest, greatest game of all time. If you win this quiz, I will buy you FIFA. James, I've not been doing it long enough to warrant that shit. I will buy you FIFA if you win this quiz and you want it. If not, I will sort you either a shirt from, if you don't want FIFA, for example, I'll sort you a shirt from OK Jersey. And if you don't want that either, then I'll give you some brass to gamble on Match Bingo with link at the top of the description. Deposit £5, you get £10 for free. Right. Now, straight off bat, I will tell you that I will skip the question with 10 seconds remaining. Just to keep it fair for everybody, I will skip the question with 10 seconds remaining because I do not want to take the living piss. I don't want to be here for 10 hours. You have got 10 seconds to join, and we are off. We are off. The winner of the quiz wins FIFA. Right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Good luck to all involved. I don't know the answer to that question. Okay, right, we're not skipping any of them. That's a bullshit question. That were actually quite difficult. Who is guessing that, by the way? Right, next. Which FL club is the word upon this rock? Oh my god. Who knows that shit? Who knows something that pathetic? Oh my god, I started crap here. Shit. I'm 0 for 3. Hello guys, my name is the EFL expert. I know everything in the world. 3 questions, 3 wrong answers. How many Leeds teams have not won a game this season? Oh, this is hard. This is an hard quiz so far. Everyone's won a game. Brilliant. This is an hard quiz. I'm 0 for 4 currently. Come on, man. Oh, I've got that one right. Oh my god, there's a lot on the line here. Bloody hell. What if I win it? If I win it, what happens? Come on. Bill. Pat on back for yours truly. Really good knowledge from me there. I actually thought about it. I didn't just click the first thing that come to my mind. I thought. And it worked. Oh god, it weren't many. I feel like it's probably 11. Because why would it be 11? Why? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Because if it had said 10, oh, that's really poor for me. That's really poor. I've already got it, Ellis. That thing. I've got 1 question right. Holy shit. Knowledge. Because every time they've been promoted, they've done it up to top 2 and they've won league multiple times. Oh, that's really impressive from me. I'm so good. I'm the best at everything. Come on. What's that picture? Come on. What a shit name. Who knows that? Cherry Red Records. What? I've no idea. Who knows that? I thought you were Plough Lane. What? Oh my god, this is some bullshit. Oh, I'm the best. Yep, I'm the best. Come on. Okay. I feel like it was 92. In fact, no, I feel like it was 97, actually. Yeah. Oh. Come on. None. It's gonna be any. It's gonna be. Oh my god, these little dirty questions. Oh my god, Fallon Cowler, 3 people clicked. Come on. I'm Haji. This is a really good quiz because it's very difficult. Surely, Lieutenant. They've got hats and that all over the place on it. Surely. Oh my god. 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 If I'm not like bottom 5 here, I'll be shocked. McQueen is fading fast. They are top of the league, so you'd think them. What's going on? No, 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 no. What a player, by the way, bloody hell. Boys, I think there's one question left. So if you are top of the division, brothers, good luck. This is it. It's got to be that one. There's no way she had led possession in that game. What? Is that real? Anyway, who is the chosen one? Sambo, you are third. Second place is Cal Small Knob. And the winner of the giveaway for FIFA is Val Ismail Fan. Val, whoever you are, Val, screenshot, send me proof. I will sort you out, brother man. I will sort you out. And if you are Cal Small Knob or Sambo, then screenshot it anyway and send me a message and I'll sort you out with something else. But Val Ismail Fan, I will sort you out, brother. You win FIFA. Unlucky, because it's the shittest game ever. But well done, brother man. Well done. Jesus Christ. Loyal Royal is the absolute man, by the way. You know what? You're getting a mod. There you go, bud. What a fella. Always making me these quizzes. Loyal Royal on Twitter. Absolute legend. What an absolute certified boy. Ow. Oh, God. Loyal Royal. What a man. Someone is mowing the garden next door. I'll tell you what, it's better at this time than at chuffing 6 o'clock in the morning. That ain't good. The Minecraft mob quiz. Oh, that was the one, weren't it, that? Good times. That red hard quiz, but I enjoyed that. Any goss, guys? Yeah, that was genuinely difficult. That's what made it good. God, it's warm in here. Not a brother loyal, not a fan loyal royal. You are mint. Always sending me these quizzes. What a boy. What a boy. Anybody got any goss? I'll be taking on board any comment at all right now. You know what? Ask any question you want and I will answer it truthfully. Any question at all, I'm going to pick 3 at random and I will truthfully answer the question. I'll give you all 10 seconds to get your questions in, to think of something that you truthfully want me to answer. You don't get this on Sky, do you? Honestly. You don't get commentators at half time. Honestly, ask me anything you want and I'll answer it truthfully to my best ability. I'm not doing another one. I'm not doing another one. There will not be another one. The thing that makes Blue Kit so good, right, is because it's so rare. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it so good. Right. Let's pick some. Last time I did a line. A long time. A long time. Best pub in Home Firth. I forgot the name of it. There's some really nice places in Home Firth, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like some very, very nice places in Home Firth. The entire thing's gorgeous. But the best pub, there's only one I think that's got football and Sky on, and I forgot its name, but that one, or if not, there's one further up the like slight slope. If you go up there, and turn left, there's a really nice bar on there, but I forgot its name, so I can't answer that one. Oh, all the questions have gone now. Oh, click wrong one. How big is Tom Garrett's wood? I wish I knew, brother. I wish I knew your address. Come on, man. I get paid on commission for Match Bingo. I get paid on commission. So anytime someone donate, every time someone deposits with the link, then I get paid. That is the basis of what it is. Would you eat, drink a glass of your own piss if you were guaranteed that Barnes were playing Champions League football in 5 years? Would I drink my own piss for Champions League football in 5 years? Absolutely. What a stupid question. Who wouldn't do that? Mate, there are many worse things that I would do if it meant that Barnes were in Champions League. So many. I would, if there were a button in front of me and it killed someone automatically, anybody in the world, for us to be in Champions League. Ding, 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 ding. I'm pressing it many times. Many, many times. Carl, if you could relegate 3 teams for the EFL forever, not including Sheffield United, Wednesday, or Leeds, who would they be? Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Man United. Knob size with photos proof. Chinese or Indian? For a takeaway, Chinese every time, but out of both, most definitely an Indian. An Indian's so much better. So much better. It's not even close either. As an actual meal, an Indian is outrageous. We're about to kick off, by the way. We're about to kick off for the second half in Middlesbrough versus West Bromwich Albion, which is currently 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Hold on. Josh, you must have one of the biggest channels of all time, mate. Right, we're off. If that's true. But I legally can't tell you that. So I can't, do you know what I mean? I can't tell you that one. Best motorway in England. There's no wrong with one, is there really? I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And the spell between Wakegate and Sheffield where there's no cameras is fantastic. Would you leave your missus for Barnes to get you self-footed? That can be the last one before we go into football. No. No. What? Yeah, what the hell? What the fuck? Like what? No, I'd not do that. What the hell? No. I think I'd go celibate for the rest of my life if it meant that Barnsley actually like did anything serious. Yeah, Josh, I think you've gone to the wrong people. If you go to they're called Stream Builder, the ones that I use, but they're not charging you that much, mate. But I'll tell you what, he is paying a lot of money. But yeah, Stream Builder's the one that I use, mate. No, Teeny, Match Bingo is still alive and well, brother. Match Bingo is alive and well, and in fact, they are offering a great deal right now where if you are the first time depositor and you deposit £5, you get £10 for free. What ball? Should have done better there. Price has got to score that. He has got to score that. What do you reckon is the record for least amount of away fans in a League One game? I think posh fans coming to Owen Park tomorrow will all fit in 1 minibus. No, surely, like someone like Yeovil years ago, if they had someone miles away, if it were like Yeovil versus Carlisle, they will have taken about 20. So, how do I contact him? If you just type it in Stream Builder, and then it's the first link that's there, and then you've got to email him just saying like, "Hey, I'm interested," effectively, and then one of the fellas will get in touch with you. Say that I sent you, by the way. Let's get money off of that. But it's worth it. So obviously you get all these little extra gizmos. Is that like, and I can have bars of line up if I want to, like certain stats, all this type of stuff. I've got 2 different colour themes. It's an absolute game changer. If this is your job and you're making brass off it, this is an absolute game changer. For Wolves Leeds, I think I've said 1-1. That's a shit shot. It worked it well to get space, but that's such a bad shot. I think it'll be 1-1 Wolves Leeds because I heard that Strand Larsen apparently might not be fit. No, just type it on the internet, Josh. Just type it on the internet, it comes up with the website. Accrington brought 30-40. My God. It's just crazy, isn't it? What club has the biggest disparity from how big they are versus how big they actually... how big they think they are? How big they are to how big they think they are? I don't think a genuine answer to that is Leeds. I'm trying to think of other ones that might fit that bill. The only teams that really think they deserve to be somewhere from personal experience is like Leeds and Wednesday. Some teams around here. But Leeds are a big team. They are a Premier League division by nature. A Premier League team by nature even. But they think they belong with like Man United and Chelsea. And they're a million miles off that. Like 1 billion miles away from that. It's stupid. So probably them. I don't know. I'm not a big cheese guy. In terms of like, I don't know the difference between them even. Is what I'm saying. I love cheese. But I don't know the difference between them. Thankfully, soon... in like a month or 2 months, whatever it is, once we've moved out, it is my woman's job to cook. And I'm not saying that in like a sexist way. We have a list, and we wrote down jobs and ranked them with like a point system on like if they're really shit or like they're really easy to do. Like some let's piss easy, like taking bins out, even though it's one that I'm obviously going to do anyway. That's like a 1 pointer because it's not hard. But something like ironing, which is dog shit, that's a 3 pointer. So we ranked them all, and cooking, because our last likes doing it anyway, which is really good. So that is not on my list. All glory to God. Thank you, Lord. So instead of me eating like sawdust and children, I can eat real food from now on because I'm just a lazy bastard. So when it comes to like 12 o'clock in the day and I'm like, I could make a sandwich right now, or I could go to a place called Wykes in Barnsley, like a sarnie shop that just all proper grafters go there, and then there's just me that rocks up. Or I could just go there and pay money for him to do the exact same thing that I could do at home, but they do it for me. So, I'm going to be healthy soon. Yay! I might make the end of the year. Woo! Why do I hate Wolves? I don't hate Wolves. I don't hate Wolves. I just don't like them. Again, just based on it's mainly Mark McGee and stuff that I was getting told when I was a kid. One of them ones. Just you know what it is. Barnsley are a big small team. We're not a big team. We're a big small team. And I hate the narrative that people always come with smaller teams, which is these don't deserve. You know, like people do with Brighton and Brentford and that, and it's like these don't deserve to be here. We deserve to be there. And when we pipped Wolves to promotion to Premier League, this was before I was born, but Mark McGee, the big fat Scottish Steve Evans looking fat bastard, come out and were like, sending Barnes to the Premier League, it's like feeding him to sharks. We should be going up instead of these. I can't believe it. And then they ended up losing in playoffs. So, that's why. Type shit. Who's top at league? It's the Borough Boys. Nice one, Josh. I don't know what you get quoted because I think it's different depending on how big their pages are. Putting bins out is one of the best jobs. See, I don't mind that at all. I won't mind taking bins out. It's the cooking's absolute art. Oh my god, he's getting ball away there. Go on, Al. Oh, snatching at it. West Brom, like, they're getting in half decent positions and they're snatching at it. All the time. Why do I dislike Forest so much? Politics. I'm from a mining town. Forest are what they are. I think Jed Wallace is really getting past it now. You know, it's changed formation up on this thing. This is such a good site. Yeah, I think Jed Wallace is really starting to come to end of this level. It's him and to be fair, that other midfielder that West Brom have got are looking quite poor. You love cooking. I wish I did, mate. I really wish I did. I've got to sort all bathrooms out, do bins, and sort the money side of things. What else have I got to do? I've got to do pots, stuff like that. I think I've got hoovering, putting washing in, just car stuff. You know, just like every sort of man job. Very stereotypical in Barnsley still. So every sort of man job, the man is sort of doing. And every woman job, the woman is sort of doing. Apart from, like, there's a much more even ground than it used to be in this battle world. But, yeah, I think we're still quite stereotypical up here. So. And we both agreed on it, by the way. This is making me sound so bad. I ain't like said, you will be doing the ironing. Like, we both sort of, we put the things down in a list and we were like, you have that one. We were like picking them, effectively, one at a time. And we've signed it at bottom so we can't like change his minds after. But we've got quite an even playing field in terms of the jobs that we've got to do. I made myself so bad then. Turn around. Come on, man. They're so passive. Yeah, cutting. Well, we've got AstroTurf in his background at the minute, but we're going to rip that up when it comes around to next spring, effectively. We'll be ripping it up because there's no point doing it now. We've got to buy and sort everything in house, haven't we? Because it's his first job. Not his first job. It's his first house. But yeah, once it comes to next season, I want real grass because then I want a dog. I can't have a dog and have AstroTurf. I'll take Middlesbrough have been sloppy here this half. West Brom have been definitely better side so far. Go on, Mo. Oh, if that one is left foot, that'd have gone in. A job draft. Honestly, that's best way though. When any of you lot get birds or blokes, whatever, who even knows, or else, if you've got them now, just compromise, man. Just compromise. It's easy. I think me and our lass have argued maybe twice. We've been together like 2 years. Will we getting a house tour? No, because you know what it is. I'm not a big enough YouTuber to do an house tour and then it like be a mansion that you obviously just don't know where it is. People could just find the house based on it being on Rightmove. So, like, no. I'm going to do an office tour, obviously, and then once I've set everything up. But an actual house tour, no. Yeah, exactly, Mikey. I think just compromise, man. Easy, innit? No, Wrexham will finish higher than you up, mate. Wrexham will finish higher than Oxford will. Once they've sat Parker, they'll fly. Brother, happy birthday, Mr. Fenners. What's your favourite team from West London? I couldn't even tell you, mate. West London, I don't know him. I don't know the regions. I know Millwall are, I think Millwall are south, southeast. Arsenal are north. Chelsea, Fulham, them boys are quite central, aren't they? But I don't know. I don't know the regions properly. My favourite London team is undoubtedly Millwall, but I know they're not West. West sort of pushed a lot in it. So when it'd be Brentford, Fulham, Chelsea. Oh! Bloody hell, he caught that well. Compromise, and now you've got 3 bungees. What's a popular dog in Barnsley? A Rottweiler or a Staffy? The dog of Barnsley is a Whippet. Like the thing that people from Barnsley get stereotyped for is mining, Whippets and flat caps, and racism. Any ideas for the studio? I remember you mentioned a novelty spider for the man who sent you half your mortgage. Yeah, well, I will probably have something like that. I have little ideas of certain things that I want, but colours and I don't know. I want it to. If any, you know, the fellas at studios and that are like their sets are crazy, but they drop like 10 grand on them. They're ridiculous how good they are. So it's not going to be that level, but I want it to look good. You know what I mean? I want it to look good. I don't want it to just be me sat at a chair like this. I want it to take a new level. I've not played that game based on Barnsley. The Big Four. Away day cans of choice, 1 beer and 1 sweetener. What are you going for? One sweetener. Thing is, I don't like tinnies. I genuinely think every single lager out of a can is wank. Every single one. I am not bothered what anybody in this world says. Any lager out of a can is shit. They're all shit. Out of a bottle, it's a Peroni every day at week, twice on Sundays. In fact, if I were to have a can, anything alcoholic out of a can, it'd be Guinness. Because with that, the siphon, whatever, I don't even know what it's called. What's it called? Surge, the nitro surge thing. That makes them really good. So it's definitely Guinness out of a can. But on an away day, I'd be on bottles of Peroni. And bag! Prediction vid with Bird at Newhouse. Good shout. Good shout. God, that's an easy video, innit? That should do well. I need to start farming more. I've got this, this piece of content that I could get so much out of. Because every time we did the predictions vid on YouTube, the first one did like 1.6 mil. Something ridiculous like that. And now I'm in like 200k jail. I can't get past it anymore. Yeah, cares and all. Whippets are great dogs. I do see a few of them like dotted about in time. But we want a lab. That's ridiculous, Aiden. That's absolutely ridiculous. I have seen it before, that game based on Barnsley. And I think I went about buying it before, but I just didn't end up doing it. I forgot. But I might do. I might have a go on that. I remember someone saying I should do a video on it before. Good hands. Good hands from Middlesbrough keeper. West Brom have definitely been on top this half. Definitely. My prediction might be on here. It's 1-1. But might be on. Strip. Come off, man. No new build, mate. We're not daft. I've seen that, Jamie. I've seen that. I've seen that. It's stupid. YouTube have changed algorithm though, so I think it's you've almost got to be quite beggy for comments now, because I think it is based on interactions now a lot more than view retention and other stuff. And my view retention is really good, but it's also my channel. It does well, but it's limited really to what it can achieve. I think because it's EFL. That's a rape pass. Oh my god! What a goal! Honestly, that is great football from Middlesbrough. They've been absolutely toss all half here. They've been crap since they come out. West Brom have been miles better side. But I'll tell you what, I can understand why they're top of league now. I can understand why they're top of division. Because that were a great goal. That will work so well. And I'll tell you what, they've held on and they defended well here for second half. Keeper's made a decent save just then. And they've gone up other end and done it when it mattered. These are a good team. A good team. I don't even think looking at it, the personnel, apart from the obvious like Acne and that, I don't and Target, I don't think they've got some extremely talented top at division players. But they look good in every area, these. Honestly, they look good in every area. That's such a good goal. That little flick from Acne. Tidy finishing out. Is he a young lad? I don't know who that is. Does really well there. Good finish. Good side, these, man. Good side. God, he wraps it round him from there and all that takes some doing. Top of league. Fucking hell. It's real life. Where are these? Right, let me see the table here. So 6 games in. Obviously, nobody else has played yet because it's first game on Friday night. But these are 4 points clear at top of league. 5 wins and a draw in first 6. Go on, the boys. Go on. Oh, yeah, it's a really good touch from Anthony. Just it takes all fizz out of it, doesn't it? Didn't do all crazy. He's not done anything outrageous that looks like extremely skilled. But just to take weight out of that perfectly for him. Just lays him up. That's a great touch, that, from Anthony. At least I won't, mate. There's too many people doing that type of stuff. The only way that I would venture into doing Premier League and Champions League stuff, I would never do it on this channel. It's not a thing that's going to happen. I do the predictions, like my table predictions, and then general football stuff. But this is an EFL page. This is an EFL page. If I were to talk about Premier League stuff, it'd be on a pod. I'm not going to Blackpool away. I have other commitments in the day tomorrow, and I've been to Blackpool loads of times. And it's at 12:30, which ruins it even more. Oliver, I'm not joking. Since I dislocated my knee, I have done a couple kick-ups once, right? Because there were a ball. I went to my girlfriend's house and there were a ball at bottom at drive for next door. So I just got it, did some kick-ups, like walking around doing kick-ups with it. And literally, my knee felt like it was going to come off. And I'd done, 25 kick-ups? And that's it. Like, I'm battered. I'm really battered. When you don't play for a bit, gone. Game's gone. I wish I knew 1x. I wish I knew. Have I ever told you know what? I've got some law for you. Have I ever told you about I've just tweeted my knee there. Have I ever told you about what were happening in the house next door to ours? Next door to our house. And the thing is, I'm not gonna doss myself here. Because there's so many that do this around Barnsley that it don't make a difference anyway. But the house next door to ours, just one night, it was like probably about 5-6 years ago now. I was defo, I think I was at uni actually, and I come back, either that or at college. And I heard it middle at night, probably like 2 o'clock. I heard some rumblings going on next door, and I was like, what bloody hell's going on? And I peeped out because I've got the window onto Main Road. And I looked out and I'm like, what's going on? All full beams are on next door. There's a car outside next door and about 5 lads running in and out. I'm like, fuck, is it? They're obviously getting robbed or something's going on. And I knew that somebody lived there, and I was like, should I phone police here? Maybe should I talk about this? Anyway, we didn't end up phoning police. They did come eventually the day afterwards. So I was thinking he's going to be battered, whoever lives there. He's going to be on his ass. He might be on death's door. The reason was, next door to our house was a grow house. So when everything come out about it afterwards, there were I thought some normal fella lived there. There was one mattress on the floor in the living room, and weed were being grown in every single room in the house. It must have been one of the biggest earners in Barnsley. And I thought the fella in there were going to be dead by the time the gone day after. Mainly I was worrying about my car because it was next to him, and I was peeking through the window like, you dare. You scratch my polo and I'll come out and get thee. I wouldn't have. 5 fellas running out with like crowbars and that and some plants. It was something. Anyway, what a story. Devilish. Brother, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it a lot. Eyup, this is for making 3 generations of my family laugh at your reaction to Jaden turning up last week for our chapter boys when we watched in the car back from the game home. Can Burr keep this up? Yeah, how stupid was that, by the way? How stupid was that? He'd not done anything all season, Philogene. I don't think he'd even played well, particularly, in bits that I'd seen of him so far. And then he ends up being best player ever. It was stupid, wasn't it? It was absolutely stupid. He had a rate game. I know we're only playing Sheffield United, so it's not that hard. But he had a rate game. I appreciate the 10. Can Burr keep this up? Maybe. I mean, the 5 wins and a draw in first 6. They're probably going to see this out now. And I feel like it's such a cliche in it, but it's sign of a good side that you don't have to play that well and win. And I feel like in first half, Middlesbrough were marginally better side. But it's not been... They've not been out of this world so far. And they're winning 2-0 against a good team in West Brom. They're not playing some shitbag here. West Brom are a top side. Same as like Ipswich last week. I don't think you played well against Sheffield United particularly. You ended up winning 5-0. So, maybe, because they've not had an easy start. I think it'd be a lot easier to see, like, post-January when we're talking about these things. But why not? Honestly, why not? Middlesbrough could do it. For a side that I thought would be bottom of the league at this point, by the way. But thank you, Devilish, for the 10. I really appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. A kiss. What a man or girl. Legend, thank you very much. Could you not smell it? I could once. I'm not going to answer that, actually. I'm not going to answer that. In fact, what I will say, right, I did smell it once when I was younger. I'm talking when I was like 12. Something like that. And I had to sleep in my mum and dad's room on an airbed for a couple of days. Allegedly. And then it allegedly stopped. So, I'm just going to shut up, I think. Oh, but it onked when it went down. Yeah, because you could smell it through the roof. You could smell it going through roof because I'm connected to their wall. My wall here, where I'm looking right now, is the connecting wall between ours. We've got a semi-detached, and it went through the roof and like down this way. It didn't come through obviously the wall, but it must have been in the roof and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna shut up. I think allegedly, obviously. You know what? And then when I woke up and it was all a dream. Any potential anything watching this, it were all a dream. I made it all up. What a story. Any of them popo. When I buy a house, I'm buying a mattress, a telly and a microwave, everything else unnecessary. Yeah, that's a proper man's house. I think if I wouldn't have met our lass, I'd have moved out already anyway, because I'd have been stupid and probably rented on my sen, just for a reason to get out and be on my own. But I genuinely think I'd have had like a sofa, a telly on floor. It'd have been shit. Yeah, I feel like you need a woman's touch to furnish a house. How long did you go with sock on door? Oh god, that was years that. About 10 years with sock on door. What? As if that thing was so long. I racked door handle off in a fit of rage on like FIFA 9. And literally it was so long ago. And I didn't get a replacement door for about 12 years. I had to put a black sock in all in door so you couldn't just see through. God, what, honestly? I would not change anything in my life. What a time I've had. Oh my god, acne. Oh, unlucky there. No comment, Steve. I think Middlesbrough will have a very similar season to Sunderland last season. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, if they carry on playing like they are doing, then they'll be more than fine, won't they? They'll be more than fine. Mate, that sock went straight in bin. I weren't going to effort to save a 10p sock. You know what I mean? It was just a shit little black one. We have some combos on here, don't we? My God. What else have I got to say? This is best thing ever. Is Pompey cooked after Schmidt? No, you'll be alright. Killip's alright. What else got to tell you? Anybody who watched the darts vid that time knows about when I walked on motorway home after I did half a shift at a nightclub in said it what it was. Said half a shift at a nightclub when I was 17, so it wasn't even legal for me to work there. Then I walked up motorway on my way home, and I ended up hitchhiking with some older couple that gave me a lift back home at like 3 in the morning. Good times. Realistically, who are better than Borough at the moment? Very little in there, minute. What have I just said then? Have I said something crazy on accident? Have I said something mental? I might have said something bad. I don't know. Just been accepted onto a master's. Good man. So America next year. Oh, I said to you last time, didn't I? That's the only thing I regret in my entire life. Not going to America for uni. So therefore, World Cup, you come in if I get a spare ticket. Mate, I'm there. Mate, I am there. Good man. Mate, I feel like that'll be something good, that. Just don't say out politically out of term, and you should be alright. I think you've just got to remember, as an English person going over there, you can't be probably as aggressive as a lot of English people are, because somebody could just pull a gun up on you. So, can't run away from a gun, can you really? So, you just chill yourself out. But congrats, mate. Nice one. What would you change it to, Steve? What would you change it to? I'm glad that you've not sacked him before, but also you put a lot of goals in midweek, didn't you? So that might give you a bit of confidence going into tomorrow. Fully don't know, as if. What a boy. What a boy. I think as viewers, because obviously I am one as well. I've not just started this, and I went born yesterday and then started YouTube. Do you know what I mean? I only watch like 2 streamers or like 4 YouTube channels, and it's just, I think it is the comfort of just knowing a person a lot of times. So it's like whatever they put out, I'm just gonna watch every time, every single time. That is just that's what I do, brother. That's what I do. Liking trash. It's not popped up on here because there's no message, mate. But thank you very much. You've done a few of them, and I need to change that name. I say it every single time. But go on, trash. It sent a gifts membership to Liking Trash 3991. What a hero. Thank you, mate. Kiss. Very kind of you. Who do I watch? For streamers, I'm going to sound like an absolute idiot, but I watch XQC, or I used to watch him a lot. In fact, I don't watch him per se now, but I have him on screen at side if I'm doing something that I don't need to pay that much attention to. I watch Run the Foot Market when FIFA's on. When FIFA's a thing. But other streamers I just don't watch. I'll tell you what I've started watching. I've started watching lads that I do stuff with, like Jimmy and Connor. If their lives are on and there's no one else that I'm watching, I'll just be like, I know these guys, so I'll just put it on. That's what I'm like now. Thank you again, Liking Trash. You are the man. Kiss. Kiss, kiss. Kissy, kissy, kissy. YouTube channels. I don't even know I watch anymore like YouTube. I watch the odd football bit. Like, I don't watch any football TikTok at all. I watch none. The occasional Toby one. Or Jack Burns. He's so funny. The occasional one from them too. Because they're different. They're a different sort of level. But I don't watch any football TikTok. But football YouTube I do take a bit of notice in. Mate, I used to watch... You know what it were? Overwatch days. That's what it were. I used to be a great little nerd. Oh, I used to love Overwatch. That's why I got into him. He's one of the best players on the entire game. What a turn. Oh, that one lucky. Would you grow up watching him? A lot of English YouTubers, isn't it? Like a lot of Sidemen and that when I was growing up. But also a lot of like Squad Builder Showdowns and that on old FIFAs. Who did I play? I was a tank, man. Or Junkrat. I used to love a bit of Junkrat, but I was a tank guy. A main tank like a Winston or a Ryan. Oh, I was so good. Little pansy. Don't say that to me again. We made us mate play Mercy all the time when we used to 5-stack back in the day. Oh god, what a life that was. So long ago. Birmingham Swans predictions tomorrow. I think I've gone for you a 1-0 win, I believe. But I do videos on it every time. I do videos on it every week. I've very rarely watched COD. I used to love it when I was younger, playing it. Like my first, well, I had World at War, but the first one that I was proper into, a Black Ops 1, that was such a good game. But I didn't really watch streamers then. I got into streaming more, or watching it, probably around like Overwatch, probably when I was like 13, 14. But I used to watch YouTube on a lot of these lads. Like all FaZe boys, like FaZe Swan and that. What the hell? FaZe Swan. There's a reason that I'm not doing Prem predictions with Scafe and all that this season. It just don't go down well naturally. The views aren't as good because people who watch this are just generally more intrigued in Championship League One, just EFL in general, than Premier League. So if we were to do a pod or something in real life, then I would do it on a separate channel, but not on this one. End goal with YouTube. Not really got one, just like chipping away. You know what I mean? I've got other big goals and aspirations generally anyway that I want to like get moving on with quite quickly. But for just this channel, I'm just happy to do what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. Make a bit of brass from it. I love my life. Touch wood. So I'm just happy with this. I do want everything to just look better naturally. Like I wish I had a better setup and a better like camera lens and stuff like that. But with more money comes more and better things. Oh yeah, I used to love football. Well, I still love Football Manager. I'll be getting that when it comes out. They sent me it for free last year. They follow me on TikTok. I think they follow like 20 people and I'm one of them. So I'm hoping I can get like, I want to get in there with them. I'll tell you what, if that Galbraith goal had gone in, Steph, that would have been something. Jesus Christ, that were a great strike. The Burgess one weren't bad for winner. For centre half to hit it that cleanly. But if that Galbraith had gone in... What happened to group chat talk? The way that TikTok pays changed. And the thing is, they are paid, right, they are paid, I don't know if any of you know how it works. You get paid per view on YouTube and TikTok. Obviously, YouTube is so much higher, it's ridiculous. But when the payment thing come out on TikTok, it started paying really good. They changed it so that the RPM were a lot lower, but if it is classed as original content, you know, to stop people just nicking like clips and posting it and then getting paid for that. To make it original content that is made for TikTok, they changed it so you only get paid if it is original, or you get paid the vast lump of it if it is original. And because a lot of the stuff that we were doing was the same, even though it was solely made for TikTok and it weren't clipped up from YouTube, for example, it didn't get classed for that. So it just made no sense at all doing it anymore. Made no sense. But I'll tell you what, in a couple of months I can tell you something important, but I can't tell you it now, I don't think. But in a couple of months I'll have something to tell you that come off back of that. Best away day I've been on Plymouth easily, still. Because I mean, we got promoted that year anyway, but we went down to Plymouth and won 3-0. And it was sunny. I went barbecuing, just getting pissed. It was such a good day. Oh my God, it was so good. Harry, I think he'll be like top half. I don't think you get in though. It depresses me that you'd never stream Football Manager that'd be scenes. I just don't want to stream games in general. The only way that I'd ever do it, I've said this so many times, is if I got an editor full time. Which again is maybe something that further on down the line is something that I could look at. But as of right now, I just don't want to. I don't want to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, do it," when I know I'm not gonna. Football Manager is miles better than FIFA is. The menu side of things, FIFA is so good. The menus when you're an Ultimate Team and that, and Pro Clubs is like just fantastic. But the gameplay itself on FIFA is crap. Football Manager, the level of detail is, you can't compete. Yeah, 1.5 mil for Galbraith. Swansea are another one. Typically a smaller side for Championship level that are just so consistently good. They never spend ridiculous amounts of money, only if they sell players for loads of money. They just run so well. So well. Yeah, LPP. I'm going to one on Monday. Again, I don't know if there's stuff in contracts that says I can't say until I've been on it or something. So I'll tell you next week. In fact, it'll be out, so you'll just see it. But I can't say anything yet, I don't think. But yeah, I'm going on one on Monday. What was the toughest time period of your life and any advice for high schoolers' life? I mean, I was definitely depressed in uni. But I think it was COVID and all that stuff, and I just weren't happy in life generally. I loved the social aspect of living with my mates and everything. But just general life, I absolutely hated, and I felt like I was having a bit of an existence crisis, not knowing what I want to do with my life and all that shit. But then you know what? You just take a step back and you're like, you're whatever age that you are, you're a kid. It's like you don't even scratch surface yet. I think that now, if all this went tits up tomorrow, what would I do? No, just do something else. Do you know what I mean? Just do something else. I think just take it one day at a time. Just started a journey on YouTube. Did it and takes up so much of my time, and it's not even high quality. Well, that's what mine's like now. When I started, I'll tell you what, because I come from TikTok anyway, and I had like I had a biggish following on TikTok at the time last year when I come over to here. So I sort of brought something with me. But I asked I'll not say who it is, but I asked a big YouTubers in this sort of space, like if I should just get an editor straight away, and they were like, no, you need to learn your craft basically, because if you get an editor straight away and then they turn around and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do it anymore, then you're stuffed because you don't know how to do your own thing. So I feel like you've got to learn everything to then, if you want to in time and you get big enough and it makes financial sense to get your own editor or your own thumbnails or something, then do it. But you need to know how to do everything first in case something like that just don't work. Is what I would say. You just got to enjoy it. Someone's starting to spend a bit now, new owners. Yeah, but they also make really big sales quite often, don't they? They're not shy with sales that they make. They're smart with the pickups. Like Burge on a free transfer. It's just outstanding business. Galbraith 1.5. Yeah, every now and again they'll have a stinker like 6 mil for Ida. But when you make so many good decisions, you can afford to spend if you want to on someone like that. I went to Chef Allen. COVID in uni must have been shy. Well, wank. I did sports business and management first year, and then I went to sports journalism. Oh, that could have gone anyway. Bloody hell. That could have gone absolutely anyway. Yeah, because I'll tell you what it were. The year that it was COVID, when we were at uni, was the year that me and 3 of my mates, so there were 4 of us, and we had a flat at True Row Works. If anybody knows it in Chef, it's where Leadmill is, it's slightly around corner. Went to Leadmill first 2 years and then True Row Works for that one. One of the lads got COVID, and it were a time where you had to just stay inside for like 2 weeks. So I don't know how we even got it, because none of us went anywhere, or didn't. Well, yeah, we did actually. We went out quite a lot. But then no one, we couldn't leave house. So I had to have care packages dropped off from my mum who lived in Barnsley. She had to bring food. She had to drive from Barnsley to Chef, put big box of food in a bag outside my door, and then I'd have to just wave at her, speak for 2 minutes, and I can't properly see her or anything, and then that's it. And one of the lads got it somehow, and I remember we sat in the kitchen and we were like, well, we're just delaying inevitable here because we're all going to get it anyway. We're not going to not go in the kitchen with each other. So it's so stupid. But the fellow who had it, he would just sat there like that, just breathing in his face so that we could all just get it out of the way early doors. Rather than us getting it like a week after and then, oh, I'll test positive in a week and then we've got to stay for even longer. First day, everybody get in the kitchen and he'll just breathe on us all. So then we all get it. I don't know how I'm alive, me. But yeah, we did that. But I loved the experience of uni, but I hated being there, I think. Oh yeah, I got it day after. We all did test day after. Yep, bang on. It never did that much to me though. I think I had headache for about half an hour when I first got it, and I felt like I'd been hit by a bus for about half an hour. But then after that, it were fine. I think I tested positive for it twice, but I probably had it more times than that. Yeah, exactly, Steph. You've got to do. Well, I would focus on clips as well. I don't do it because I'm a lazy bastard. But if you're doing YouTube vids, make clips off back of it. I've been told that by a few of the biggest people you could probably get told by. That everything now is how clippable is something. And you've got to be able to make things off that, because then your clips are what drives stuff to your main stuff in first place. So you've got to get good at the clipping side of things. Or if you're doing TikTok as well, that's good anyway. Because TikTok is effectively the clips that promotes this for me. I never shaved my... Oh, did I? No, I had the back and sides done. Because the back and sides, I hate when I have back and sides that were like really long. But I had an M-band in. My hair used to be like... I look like Grealish. But my mate who's ginger shaved his. And his nickname now, still in my phone, like 5 years later, is Ginger Tennis Ball. Still. Boris had garden parties. Yep, true. Any advice for starting unit? Just go and enjoy it, mate. It's like just an extension of being young and free. Just enjoy it. Depends what you're doing and how serious you are about it. Secondary school, there weren't anything like... I always forget though, and then my mates bring stuff up all the time, which is funny. I can't remember. There's nothing that outrageous, I don't think, that happened at school. Like, nothing crazy. Somebody got stabbed in the head with a fork once. Oh, what did we used to call it now? We used to film, like, jackass vids. We called it something else that were, like, stupid. And it were people just getting drop kicked downstairs. It was something. But I can't remember most of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I couldn't say. I do still think that the most fun I ever had on a consistent basis were science lessons, though. With one teacher who I didn't like at the time, because she was quite strict. In fact, no, she weren't. I don't know why I liked her. I think she just gave me some stick back. That's what it were. She called Miss Owen. Oh my god! I think looking back at it now, I think she was my favourite teacher. And I didn't like her at the time. I do now. She was a great teacher. No, I've never shit myself. I'm just reminded of something. There were once at Remembrance Day, everybody at school, because I was a big school. I went to Darton. I can say that. I went to Darton. It's one of the biggest two in Barnsley, with that and Horizon for secondary schools. And we're doing a Remembrance Day. West Brom have got one back. They've scored from a set piece. An header. Who cares? You know what I mean? I'm onto something here. Remembrance Day, and everybody in every year, there might have been like 800 students in total, something like that. Everybody, it was multiple floored. Everybody was like stood around, minute silence, absolute dead silence as you'd expect, and then suddenly you just see this like, duh. and one of the lads in our year had passed out, right? And you know when it's like when they're doing Royal Guard or whatever it is, and all soldiers are stood there, and if somebody passes out, they just leave them. It was literally that. Like, everybody just looks at him up floor and we're like, just carried on observing minute silence. No one saw to him or anything until it were done. Oh, it was so funny at the time. Because I was on the top floor as well. I was on the top floor and he was on the second one, and I could just see him laid vertically on the top floor. Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. Oh god. I wish there were like a film that were made of all funny stuff. Oh god. Yeah, it's not been a big watch on this, but the game itself has not been loads and loads of quality. Both seem to score saved. I didn't have out on this, and I'm glad. I were gonna just go for straight draw, But I never like rooting for a draw, so I don't put them on a lot. Your head teacher got punched by students, Dad. No, we've not done it like that. Not any of them ones. I'm still convinced that some teachers were shagging, and I wish that I could know. Where's my darts? That channel. I'll tell you what, the channel might make a return. Once World starts and everybody's like hyped again, I might get on it. Yeah, go for it, Ellis. Go for it, mate. Can I play you in darts? No. I'm at... Oh! Nearly. I'll tell you what, he nearly got his noggin on that. Do you reckon Middlesbrough drop off? Thing is, I can't keep saying yeah to that, can I? I can't keep saying yeah, I think they'll drop off, because they just keep winning. That's a great ball, that. That is such a good ball into box. Ruben, I am nowhere near big enough to do stuff like that. I'll tell you what, it's not been the most exhilarating game ever here. And that's it. But ultimately, I'll tell you what, Middlesbrough don't care, do they? Why would Middlesbrough care if this has been an entertaining game or not? They are winning 2-1. They're about to be 5 wins in a draw at top of league. So these are going to be happy. Hello, Daniel. What happened to quizzes with Pingu? I filmed him earlier. I filmed him today, so that'll be coming out in a few days, I think. I've been quite busy at the minute. Obviously, we're buying a house and everything. And season's starting just generally anyway. It's been hard to sort of fit it in. But I filmed him earlier today. I do, hey Gio. I do. You know what, Monty? Yeah. Yeah, but thing is, Jake, I'm never... Blackpool away is not a game that I look at with confidence ever. I think it's just a thing about bigger sides in a division. Like Blackpool are like us, aren't they, really? Like, size-wise. But I just look at it and think, there's something about this game tomorrow. I genuinely am quite confident because we're playing good. But there's something about tomorrow where I'm like, maybe. I'm a bit nervy. I'm a bit nervy. West Brom have got it in box though, wait. Chance! Oh! It's offside. He's lucky. Quite lucky there. I thought they were going to get away with that. I feel like we've done decent at Blackpool away recently. And yeah, I agree with you, we have. But do you know what I mean? It's just the feeling of like, oh, there's just certain grounds I look at and I'm like, we've got a really good record at Bolton. But when we go there, I'll think, are we going to win there? Huddersfield, we're just not good at anywhere, I don't think. Or just certain games in general. I'll tell you what, Port Vale at home next week. I'm shitting myself for that. It's full time anyway. It's full time. Middlesbrough 2, West Brom 1. Probably a fair result, realistically. I do think, well, them shots, I think them shots are quite flawed. I think on surface of it, Middlesbrough probably have deserved a win because even in the limited quality that was on show in this game, I feel like Middlesbrough did have the better of that side of things. The second goal was really well worked. West Brom didn't take the chances. They were definitely on top, West Brom, for the first like 15 minutes of second half before the goal. But they didn't take the chances at all. They're going to take the game way too late on then. And I think despite the stats saying this, I do think a Middlesbrough win is probably fair based on that. But that's it, boys. It's been an absolute blast. I fucking love this shit, you know. It's been an absolute blast. Love you all. Kiss. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like as well, please. It does help me out a lot, and it might actually push it with new algorithm. But I will be live tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow at 12:15 for Blackpool versus Barnsley. We will have an eye on all games in general anyway. But yeah, for Blackpool versus Barnsley tomorrow, we'll be doing a watch along. So we'll see the Reds go top of the league. We will see. We're seeing Middlesbrough go top of the league here. We've just seen them go top. Well, they're still top. 5 wins and a draw in 6 games. But tomorrow at 12:30, when Barnsley win, we go top of the league. So I will see you all there. Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love you all. Big thank you to Match Bingo and OK Jersey as always. Links at the top of the description. Anybody that's donated, thank you very much. Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.